where the tomatoes and melons have died out with August, the loofahs have become abundant and grown in their place. Keep it going. Ready to be milked. Good girl, Twink. Time, you are lucky that fence is not on. Yeah. Yeah, you are. You are. The abundance of cheese making and yogurt making and soap making is no longer there. But we still get a minimum to have raw milk for our family. As the air turns crisp and the leaves begin their slow tumble, we too are finding our way back into the gentle rhythm at home. Our mornings still linger with tea, family breakfast, and chores after sunrise, before we gather for morning circle to mark the start of our mindful homeschool work cycles. The wider farm homeschool programs will awaken after the equinox, but for now, it feels like a sweet in-breath. Just us, slowly settling into the year ahead. My son, now 8, is journeying through a year of heroes, saints, and animal fables. At the moment, his heart is caught up in tales of Robin Hood that I write each week, which weave in math practice of the 4 processes, elapsed time, making change, and problem solving hidden within the stories of courage and wit. My daughter, stepping into her 11th trip around the sun, begins her passage through the great arc of ancient civilizations, guided by that Waldorf scope of study. Alongside her daily phonics and spelling and a lively book club with friends, we're reviewing fractions and exploring the dance of multiplying and dividing with those fractions, laying the path toward the beautiful geometry studies that await later in the year. Each autumn reminds me that every year of homeschooling is a new adventure, unfolding with its own flavor of wonder. I am grateful for this season, this turning, and for the chance to walk beside my children as they discover the world with fresh eyes and open hearts. The army worms on the peppers is intense. We just pulled half of them. I've washed my hands 3 times and they're just covered in green goop. So many caterpillars. Thankfully just on these peppers though. Just put it in the bucket.
don't know. I think it's more than nostalgia. The PD's #1 country station, Eagle 92.9.
Here in the greenhouse, we have half of our strawberries. Due to that neopy fungal disease, we put a lot of them in the greenhouse last year. It proved out to be very beneficial, plus we got them earlier, and we hope to keep these. You can see I thinned these ones already, and these ones still need to be thinned, but I'm hoping to put some more in the greenhouse as well. With some of those thinnings, also from the Chandler, I propagated some strawberry plugs, just laid some plastic, and I'm going to put more in the greenhouse. So it is still a bit early to put those in if I were to purchase these plugs or cutoffs from the store, but I have the space and the ability, so I am going for it. May they grow fruitful in the springtime and grow roots over winter. Hopefully laying that plastic down along with the drip irrigation will provide a solid base so that those strawberries can stay strong and free of fungal diseases. Among those strawberries, we also planted some cole crops that we started by seed last month. So cabbages, kales, kohlrabi, and broccoli that we'll be able to eat before winter solstice, and we will not be overwintering those. Last month, we began finishing the construction of our walkout basement. A wall that was once intended to frame our master bedroom came down, a window was replaced with doors, and Jared transformed the area into a space that fits our lifestyle more fully. The new entryway now welcomes muddy boots, overalls, rain gear, garden hauls, and serves as a staging place for the following day at forest school. As autumn equinox approaches, we continue to work to finish the space with love and our hands. Days are growing shorter. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. Jared had the shop by day. It is now 8:30. It is not the fun part of homesteading. I have a sick goat, not quite, well, I don't know. Her FOMACHA scores were low. I gave her some dewormer and the diarrhea is still there. So I am going to put her poop under the microscope and see what I can see if I can see any parasite eggs or get a fecal egg count and then report that back to the vet. Fun. Yes, I want you to know this is not a tea strainer. Only ever used for this. There it is right there. There is one egg. I am not an expert at this. Guessing barber pole worm. Right there in the center. Not seeing many, but there's one. I was at a meeting last weekend with Cooperative Extension, and they were talking about how all goats have some amount of parasites. There's actually evidence that there's a little bit of a symbiotic relationship there. But obviously with this girl, she's having diarrhea and showing some clinical signs that they're not good. And this one, if I can focus it in with the two eyeballs there, that's a piece of pine pollen. Sam, no.